This next young man he's a Columbia boy. He watched fast dancing at James Rogers. That's a little joint in McCall, South Carolina. It's square and it's made out of cinder block. Well, it's not even there anymore, is it? Anyway, you danced on the roof. I mean, they had stairs that led up to the roof that were about that wide. And the roof was about as big as from me to Judy. So that's where he fell in love with the music and the dance. He went to the University of South Carolina, of all places. I actually graduated and went to law school there. Well, when he was young, he spent most of his time at Pawleys Island. Now, I don't know what you do at Pawleys Island, so he transferred up here in the early 1960s. That's when he met lovely Sylvia Floyd. They later married and had 2 children, Jessica and John III. And now, I had to change this because it was only 3. Now it's 4 grandchildren. His only contest ever was around 1975, and he danced with Sandra Schwartz, of all people. But he's danced all over, and he's judged more contests than Carter's Got Little Pills in North and South Carolina. Being a real judge, that made things come easy for him judging these little old dance contests. I mean, he was putting people away. He's really part of our history. And his wife, she's one hell of a dancer too. That's a fact, Sylvia. Also, she's very, very, she doesn't like to talk about it. She doesn't want the spotlight. But she's gonna get it in just a minute. John loved the music so much that he became an accomplished harpist. Now, that's not one of those things that stand up and you pick. No, that's a juice harp. And he can blow a juice harp like you've never heard. He can play rhythm and blues, honky tonk, you just name it, and he can play it. Okay, that's Mr. John Breeden. Come on up.
No, I don't want to say anything. You don't need a microphone. A lawyer that won't talk, something's wrong with him. Ain't that right, Bob? Let me, 2 minutes, I got you. For a lot of years, I hoped. Then I stopped and I thought, well, it's not gonna happen. So what? It's just a popularity contest. Just like all the others, it's not a big thing. Then, I didn't think about it for a long time. But then I got that telephone call from Mr. Bill Hussey, my friend of many years. And I promise you this, I don't want to tell all of it. It is a big deal. A real big deal. I'm lucky enough to have had a lot of awards and a lot of accolades thrown my way in my life. But I can promise you this. This validates you. To be recognized by your peers, whether they're right or wrong, it don't make no difference to me. It validates you. It makes you one of the greatest fraternities and sororities that I've ever been associated with. And I mean that sincerely. I look across this crowd and I see a lot of friends that I've made and Sylvia's made over our lives. And I don't know of a better group of people, a friendlier, more caring group of people that I've ever been associated with. And I tell you from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you all, Chick, Carolyn, all of you. I mean that sincerely. You made an old fat man real happy.
John, you gonna dance with Sylvia?
If she'll dance?
Yeah, she'll dance with him.
And I talked with Sylvia. John makes her work at Hoskins every day, I think. But she does not mind if anyone would like to come in after a minute or so and cut in. She would certainly appreciate it. Or any of you men would like to cut in, it'll be okay too. You started with him though, Sylvia. You promised. I know Sylvia appreciates all of y'all dancing with John.